Hey guys, welcome back to another gameplay review. So again, if you haven't watched any of these previously, basically what I do on Monday through Wednesday to start my stream is I look at my Discord in the gameplay review section, look for a subscriber's clip of a game, and then we go over it live on stream, and I point out all the things that are doing well and things they want to look at. And I've got a lot of good feedback from the people that have watched it. So again, I appreciate that. Again, I only know if the content's good if you guys tell me. So yeah, today's video specifically, it's gonna focus on behind the net, and this comes from a guy who's in Division 4, Division 3, and you'll see. But obviously, behind the net is the go-to strategy in this game. However, if you're not using it correctly, it's not going to help you at all. It's going to actually hinder you, and that's what kind of happens with the video that we're going to go over and review. So I explain what to do and what to look for and things like that in the video. So let me know what you guys think again in the comments section, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, so this is Castle Wayne's gameplay. He's got a game. This is Hut Champs. All right, here we go. The Cornwall Rats versus King Punishers. I wish that's fine. We can still get away with it. All right, let's see. Okay, so he's the Rangers in this scenario. Okay, so that was a good play. A lot of good. You created a lot of 2-on-1s there. That was nice. Okay, I think I see some already. We'll wait. Great manual switch there. Let's see if you do it again on the zone entry. Good TOA. All right. That whole sequence, dude, you're running behind the net. You didn't go behind the net once. So the behind the net strategy only really works well out in front off the rush because your defenseman will come in and there's a backdoor play that you could do. But for the most part, you need to actually activate it by going behind the net. Because if you don't, then they all just kind of jumble up in the middle here, and his forwards and his defensemen can stay in front of the net. To get behind the net to work really well, you need to go behind the net. So basically what's happening is you're trying to go up to the point and play like overload, but you're not going down behind the net to start cycling around. Because what you want to do is just keep going around, passing it back and forth behind the net to draw one of his guys out and then leave it open in the back door, right? So you're playing overload, but you're using behind the net, right? So I get into this too. So whenever you're in a situation where you've gotten a ton of time on attack, but there's no shots on goal or anything like that, you need to go behind the net because nothing's opening up because it's all just jumbled in the middle, right? What up, Webby? Not that this was bad. You weren't doing bad. It's just that's why there was nothing opening up there. And it was the same thing on that prior rush. You kind of cut in the middle instead of going straight down. Good face-off play. Okay, so right here. No, never mind. Never mind. I like that zone entry. See, same situation. Like you had nothing there, right? Look at all this, right? So like this pass is pretty much covered. You could have tried to force it through. This is covered. The point's open. You're right. The point is open here, right? But everything is in front of the net, right? Everything is in front of the net. So what you want to do right here is just keep going down behind the net because you have a step on him. So that either means it's either going to have him drag behind the net to chase you, or if he switches off and goes to this guy, that means he's not covering this guy out in front here. And then you go back to the point, and there's just, like, look, there's nothing here. Like, there's just so many guys in the way, you're never going to get a shot through. That's a tough puck pickup. Oh my god. That's a tough puck pickup. There's nothing you can do about that. Oh my god, that sucks. I like that zone entry. Yeah, you don't want to go behind the net. You don't want to play behind the net. I have a video that I released at the beginning of NHL 21. It's in my gameplay tips playlist. I think it's one of the first ones. It'll show you exactly how to use the behind the net strategy and set it up. Just go watch that. Because I think your zone entries are really good. Nice shot. So if your settings are behind the net and manually not using that strategy, should you just switch to overload? Yeah, you probably should. If you are using your points as much as he is, and you're not using overload, that you're just making it harder on yourself. Because look what happens when you use behind the net. They do this awkward like triangle thing. Like watch what his forward does. So your defenseman is here, right? But your centerman is trying to go back and play defense. So he switches, and it's just like they all sit in front here. Like because the strategy needs you to go behind the net. So once you start cycling, it's really bad when you're just using the points. Like you're not, see, like he goes to fill in here. That centerman comes out of here. Whereas if you're using the overload, when you go back to the point, you can walk in and it'll leave two guys down here for a one-timer. It's just really awkward. It's just really awkward. Like even again, right? Like you see like this is just a forced pass through, which isn't bad, right? Like that's not terrible, but like if you just go behind the net, you know, like that's how you're going to start the cycle here against this guy. And you're literally playing along the boards. You're playing the overload. Like that is what To be honest, man, I would just you can literally just play the overload, man. It might be better for you, dude. I don't think everyone should use behind the net. It's the most effective against collapsing protect net, right? That's a great back check holding R1 there. That was a good stick check there. That's good defense. Nice goal. Great goal. Great goal, dude. You keep going into the corner, and right when you should go behind the net, you just pass it back to the point every single time. That was a good rebound. A lot of pressure here. I like it. Okay, so here's one thing that like Kesso's really good at teaching. So like right here, immediately have to analyze the play. All right? You immediately have to analyze the play. So when in this situation, right when you're about to control a guy or you're about to make a decision, you need to look like just off the puck for like a half second so you know, right? So like this is immediately a 2-on-1 because this guy over here, he's got this guy. He's not coming to support here, right? Now look what happens. You immediately pressure the puck carrier, so now you've given this up. You need to stay in that situation because you have to basically think like you're defending a 2-on-1 in the offensive zone. You're just doing it in the neutral zone. If you stay in the middle here, it slows them down, meaning that these guys can actually come back. Now this is like Division 1 stuff. Like this is stuff that it's going to come with a lot of like practice and whatnot, but you just need to have an eye. Like I could see it immediately, right when you, right here, right when he makes this pass, all you have to do is for a half second, like just glance, and you'll know. You'll be more aware of it. Because, yeah, you basically be like, here's a 2-on-1. And now, he's got to step on him, and it's a 2-on-1 against. Yeah, like that's you know what I mean? Like, and that all started at the blue line of his blue line. All of that. Let's see if he gets out of this period. Good block. All right, man. Yeah, so that was that. You played very well offensively. I think that, yeah, you just are literally doing the overload, but the strategy you have set is not helping you at all. So either switch to the overload and try it out for a little while, and if it doesn't help you, that's fine. Go back to behind the net, because it's not like you played bad with it. Go to behind the net and just learn how to use the behind the net to its fullest thing. A lot of people are scared to go behind the net because you can't really score from back there. It's more to set plays up. And, a lot of players don't want to think like that. So just go watch my video on how to use behind the net, and that'll help you out a lot. Other than that, I think you played really well. I think that you did a great job in this one.